And hello there, everyone. Welcome back to the Tales from Cestria, a series of stories from the land of Cestria in the world of Terras Venrohyun, where I and a bunch of friends are joined together to play some tabletop role-playing games, specifically Dungeons and Dragons. And as you may notice, we are down 2 players at the moment, for the reason of one is currently preoccupied with an unavoidable event, and the other one apparently had some scheduling confusion and issues, but that may be sorted out in the times to come. But before we get started in general, as always, a few announcements we had. One, they're fixing up my toilet today. So if I had to get pulled away for some reason or something like that, that may be the reason why. But my family's here, so they should be handling it just fine. If there's extra noise that happens to come through my mic, which hopefully does not, that's the reason why. They're fixing our old toilet and everything like that. Second of all, I do have a Blue Sky account now, so if you want to follow me on Blue Sky, it's under the same handle at Hida Kamui. And I'll probably be posting more social commentary stuff over there, and by that I mean I'll be probably posting more on Blue Sky than I will Twitter. Other than that, if you guys want to support the game, this channel, and any of my players and their strange benefits, you can always subscribe, donate bits, or donate to the channel directly to add to the Wrath and Glory system, a series of dice that allow my players or myself as a dungeon master to add d6s to any attack roll, ability check, or saving throw. These are the glory dice right here from my players, going up and down right now. And then finally we've got the Wrath dice for me, the dungeon master, that I can use on any NPC that I so choose. Right. I keep saying that I'll do game dev streams over the weekend, and I am sorry I have failed on a lot of that. Work has been very busy since it was inventory week and apparently corporate walk week, so hooray. So I've been very exhausted on the weekend, so definitely trying to get back into it. I'm looking into the game and everything like that, and I am going to figure out and try and stream tomorrow, maybe, if possible. We'll find out. Other than that, I don't know if I have any other announcements, unless if my players have anything they want to add to the announcement stream. Yeah. Follow each other later. But yeah. Well, son of a gun! Okay. Anyway, any other announcements my players want to add on to? Diva, do you have anything you wish to add, Diva? Yes. And oh yes. And yeah. And Renegade 8 is currently babysitting, so if you hear any strange sounds and everything like that, that's because he's currently babysitting. We got a new player. You know, she's very young, but so keep it PG-13, guys. You know the rules. Anyway, I'm talking to everyone. Oh no. Anyway. But yeah, so that's all the announcements that I really have. As you can tell, this is kind of a very straightforward, very casual stream today, because I'm sleep deprived as all hell, if anyone's been paying attention to media. But regardless, let's get started with today's session on who would like to recap what happened last time? It's literally in the title! It's just... Don't see the channel? Yeah, and if you get, and you guys can all, I told you I made this channel a while ago. At least, I can't look at the, at least a month ago, yes, at least over a month ago it's been there. Much like all the information on my D&D world is on World Anvil that no one reads either. Go check out the World Anvil if you want to see snippets of the world so far. Yes, it is incomplete because I have been too distracted by doing too many projects all at once. Mostly just typos. Mostly those typos. And a lot of undeveloped things like the races of Cestria and everything like that. But yes. A very casual stream today. Very casual compared to normal. Why do I sound mad familiar? I have no idea. Oh dear. Rabbit's in a special place. Oh no, indeed. So, does anyone want to recap it, or you want me to recap it? Oh yeah, wait, there is one other announcement while he's reading through the notes. I do have ads enabled on the stream and everything like that, and due to the fact of the nature of this stream, I will not be pausing the session mid-stream. So if you wish to avoid ads, subscriptions is the easiest way to avoid the ads. Also, having the Twitch Turbo or whatever Twitch Plus subscription is probably more beneficial to me than the subscription, because it does not only does it give a bit more support to me as a content creator by allowing the ad revenue to still be present, but you also get to benefit by not having any ads, and you don't have to subscribe for a month or anything like that, or use your Prime sub for it at all. If you do both, then I get double, and so it helps in more ways than one. And with that in mind, are we ready? Have we read the notes yet? I guess I will be the one doing it. Well, that means you guys don't get a bonus glory dice at the start of session, so. Albert. Hold on a second. I just realized I actually realized they're not even hearing you. He's alive! He's alive! Great! Hold on a second. No one can actually hear anyone talking. It's terrible like that. There we go.
Restart everything.
Restart. Hello, everybody! It's not a heated community stream. If something isn't breaking, I just happen to look over like, why is there only one volume thing? Ah, shit. Anyway, start over the recap.
You want to start over the announcements? Because no one probably heard the announcements.
Oh, no, they heard the announcements. I didn't hear any of you guys.
Okay. So, I don't remember everything, but I will say what I do remember was going to the Cobalt Arena. We are going to we were gonna try and set up a tournament to put the weapon rack at the tournament and put the halberd in the weapon rack so that more people will likely touch and try and wield the halberd in order to try and find its wielder. But in order to host a tournament, we need a company backing, so we have to wait for the guild leader because we want the guild's backing. And the guild leader is like 2 or 3 days out on a S-rank quest or something. So we are currently waiting on him. And also, Ragna feels empty, feels different. Everything feels different for him. So he went into the red light district and spent the night in the red light district. That's about all I remember.
On accident, by the way. I wasn't meaning to go this way. I just happened to go this way.
Whatever you say.
Anyone want to jump in and add anything I forgot? Because I did not look over the notes a second time before starting today.
Nah, I think you covered it.
Okay.
At least you covered everything that was important.
That's right. And you guys spent the entirety of the last 2 days attempting to, in one part, look for the wielder of the Halberd of Light and trying to procure other means of doing so. That, or were recovering, as Phantom was recovering for the last 2 days from his escapade of trying to overcast magic. As a result, your search has led you to day 4 of Dragonia, in which you have made no real progress at all. Asha has been pseudo-disowned, pseudo-disinherited from his family, and is given a limited time frame to which he is able to assist you guys further before being forced to return to life as a noble. Ragna has, unknowingly to you all of you, or is it known? I don't remember if you told him or not.
No,
I have not.
Yes, it is unknown to the rest of the group, but has made a deal with a demon, and is now struggling with the options and is left to him at this time. Meanwhile, on day 4 here, since in order to stage a proper tournament with the backing of a company and or a organization, the Fire Charmers are now forced to wait longer for someone else to come. They chose to wait for the Guild Master of the Adventurers Guild to try and seek his aid. And in the process, decided to split ways for the day on the 4th day of Dragonia. Each one heading to their own respective locations or remaining in the guild to do further study and research upon whatever knowledge they choose to glean upon.
I just realized we didn't do the things that the after session things.
With that in mind, no, we did not. But with that in mind, we are going to jump over to Hanyakusha. Hanyakusha, you have recently accepted a small quest at the Avengers Guild designed to more or less a beginner's type quest. And low pay, only like 3 silver, or 3 to 5 silver, dependent upon the job and everything like that. And very small pay for a adventurer who has gone through and fought an ancient black wife, to be perfectly honest.
And a false height.
No, this is not. This is the lowest of my moment.
Yeah.
This is right. I peaked here.
Point is, this is more of a quest that you've taken on to try and leverage your way into certain locations, but also to pass the time. As you make your way to the Cobalt Arena to assist in whatever event and thing, you do come across, say, a large group of individuals waiting near one of the one of the gateways to it. Assuming that this is the line, you go to stand in the area. You hear calling out, "Alright, all who have come to assist in today's event, and please come over this way. We will check your vouchers and everything like that, and then get you all set up ready to assist. Please step this way, step this way."
That's the way.
Approaching the gate, you are met by a kobold, who is guiding everyone. Says, yes, do you have your referral form?
This? I think this is.
Yeah, you hold up the flyer for the quest and everything. From the Adventurers Guild. Great, excellent. And you will be perfectly head down the hallway, and it's going to be the 5th door on the right after the left turn.
Okay.
Don't get lost. Honestly, it's very easy to get lost.
Is it? We'll just find out.
Make a survival check. I'm just kidding.
I was waiting for it. I was waiting for it so hard. My hand was hovering over my button. Right?
He Zoros his way out of the Kobold Arena.
Nah, it's very easy. It's very easy to find the way. Okay, you follow everything like that, and okay. Make your way into the Kobold Arena. That's your first time being in the Kobold Arena, and you can tell that while it is a stone structure, it is definitely handcrafted by out of the stone itself for the most part. And looking around, if you want to make a random knowledge check, like you can if you want to. Based off of your learned background.
Also, Ragna or someone else here, can someone else also help take notes this time?
Try.
Thank you. Because I'm a slow typer, so I'm gonna lose some things along the way.
That is fair. I would hope, but I'm also a slow typer.
Anyway.
Wait, knowledge check? You have history.
Yeah, just make a general intelligence check.
Oh, okay. Not my strongest suit, surprisingly. House 7. That's a pretty wall.
But as you're walking down, you remember reading about the Cobalt Arena and everything, but most of that knowledge is kind of slipping your mind at this time. It was more or less just like part of the general history lessons of Dragonia, which you found interesting, but this was one topic that you just didn't quite find as much interest in, so it didn't stick in your memory as much. You make your way down, and you are brought into a room where you see...
Fifth door. Alright, tell me, Charlie, what's that one? As I open.
You usually find your way it sounds like the Cobalt up front was kind of being a jokester, right? Because there's actual more staff members that are kind of ushering people into the right locations. As you get pulled into the room, or guided into the room, you see several other adventurer-looking individuals, and a few side areas that have been corded off with changing shades and everything like that. As you come in another Cobalt, Dragonkin is there. Yeah. Yes, if you please head over to the right in the gentleman's area and change into the uniform that is provided for you. Your task will be handed out to you as soon as you are changed into uniform.
I look at the uniform.
The uniform itself is very professional looking. It looks like you are kind of more like
Sky Stealth.
As you disguise yourself on there, one of the other male staff members said, "Sir, we need you to actually put the uniform on."
God damn it!
Yes, just in case if something should happen and you lose either concentration or your spell gets removed.
Wait, what?
Spell gets removed.
If the spell gets removed. Also, mind you that there is more protective properties in this uniform that will help protect you should the worst arise.
All right, I'll put it on. I'm not used to this.
They quickly take your measurements and everything that, and to kind of give you the size that you need, and you put it on, and you know it's despite the fact that it is definitely a lot more stiff compared to the monk clothing that you usually wear or don't wear in some scenarios. It is actually pretty comfortable.
Raw house kick people like this.
Yeah, you kind of take up a stance and everything, and you do feel the freedom of movement. It's a little weird, like having the clothes cling to you in certain locations. Locations are like namely around your chest and your arms, but your movement is not hindered in any way. So if worst comes to worst, you could still fight in this outfit.
I changed my mask to mimic the uniforms I'm wearing.
Yeah, easy enough to do. It's like, one of the other adventurers. That's a nifty little trick you got there. Looks good on you.
Well, thank you. Yeah, I like to be fashionable while I'm getting either beat up or beating up something.
Well, we're more or less going to be guiding everyone in, I believe. Depends on where they assign us. First time?
Yeah, first time in the city, actually.
Ah. The individual you're talking to is a tiefling, specifically.
Mm-hmm.
Male tiefling. He's pretty well built, a little bit rounded in the belly. Only not too much, though.
Thing, as I reach out my hand.
Pleasure to meet you. Name's Lawrence.
That's a meet you, Lord.
Yeah. For the event today?
I didn't get the full details of what I was doing exactly. I just know I'm doing something.
All right. There is a small tournament being held today. A lot of personal challenges, as far as I know. So we're going to be probably dealing with a lot of roughnecks and individuals. That's why they want us to wear the uniforms.
Killed to join.
Yeah, but that's why they have us wearing the uniforms.
No, fair enough.
Take a look. He takes out a dagger. Kind of brings it up, pulls his shirt over a bit, and slams the knife into the
Whoa!
So he's pulling the shirt aside so he's not stabbing into himself. So he's stabbing into the vest itself, and you see that the dagger, which looks really sharp, just hits into the cloth, and it does not pierce it.
Oh.
Very durable stuff. Don't try to take it. They will find you, and you will be forced to give it back. Trust me.
Well, no, don't worry.
Yeah.
I won't take any of this. My body is my armor.
Combat specialist, I take it?
Very. Look, let me tell you something. Out of the years that I've been working, the one true truth that I have learned is armor can only get you so far, but if you train the body to be as strong as a temple, it will never fail you.
Personally, I prefer a little bit more finesse, as if you know what I mean. And you see him like kind of just flip and play around with the dagger and everything like that, before putting it away.
Reminded me of a teammate of mine. She was very good at it with her dagger.
Ready, assistants, gather round, please, gather round. And you hear one of the kobolds gathering out. As all the men and women come out from behind the changing screens, you see a kobold dressed in a similar fashion, probably a little bit more regalia on him. He looks to be either like the MC or the proprietor of the Kobold Arena in itself. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your assistance today. As you can tell, we have a very busy schedule ahead of us. Your tasks are going to be divided within in certain aspects of the area. Most of your job is to guide the challengers to their locations and to prevent premature combat. This is why we have asked the Adventurers Guild for assistance as well as any other veteran fighters of the arena coming in to assist.
I raise my hand.
Hold the questions until the end of my description, please. As such, for your safety, we have... For your safety, we have provided either these uniforms. They shall protect you from most basics, bludgeoning, piercings, and other means of damage, but they are not impervious to everything. So be mindful that you will be hurt if you do not take care of yourself. Your job is to mediate and to prevent fights from happening. Should a fight break out, do not be afraid to call for security. If there's any other questions, you had a question, sir? As he points to you.
How much are we allowed? How much power do we have to restrain for these people?
Generally speaking, most commanders should be respectful of the rules and will not cause any major issues. But should the situation kind of thing, do not kill them, please.
Got it. So knocking unconscious is acceptable.
Knocking unconscious is perfectly acceptable. This is right.
What if we get into a situation where we are forced to deal with an individual?
Security, let security deal with it. And you guys are hired help. It is my job to make sure that you go home safely, just like everyone else does. Is there any further questions? Good. If you will all come forward and pull from the box here of your assigned tasks, as we will get today's event started shortly.
The MC steps down from the box that he was standing on and makes his way out as the rest of everyone starts gathering through. When you get up there, please roll a D20 for me.
Yeah, sure. Come on, Nat. We're looking for a Nat.
Yeah, Nat what?
Nat. I rolled a 7, and I blame you for it.
7.
That was your second 7, wasn't it?
No.
No, I thought
Yes.
you rolled a 7 earlier. Yeah.
He rolled a 7
is
total.
he?
He rolled a 6 plus
I'm
1.
gonna joke you.
The second 7 of the night. If he gets a third one, he might win a jackpot.
Then you give him a magic item because he rolled 3 7s in a row.
Anyway.
My weapon will finally teleport to me.
Oh yeah, that weapon. Oh, you already know that weapon's coming anyway.
I know. I did express package. You roll a 7, it teleports into your hand.
Anyway. As you get up there, you are handed an envelope.
Please follow. Here's your instructions for today. I do apologize. Please follow. Please follow. Josanna here. She will take you to the area for which you will be stationed.
You see the Cobalt give a polite bow. She's dressed in a similar uniform as yourself. A kind of
Cool.
kind of a mix of like a tuxedo and a dress uniform, to some regard. The uniform is black slacks with a white button-up T-shirt and a blue vest over top of it.
Oh, fancy.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, so it is very professional looking, and your mask to match the elegance of it has is more smooth, rounded, and you added some flair. We'll say that you added some flair to it, and you have the symbol of the Cobalt Arena engraved on the lower half of the mask, with the top half, with the bottom half being white, the logo being blue, and the top half being another shade of blue as well.
You're looking drippy in a uniform today.
Yeah, you got a good drip uniform today.
Josanna takes you out, and you are taking to you're taken along with like several other assistants, where you have where you're taken into a large open meeting area. And there appears to be dozens of combatants armed and ready to fight at any moment. And
One of these moments I wish my teammate was here with the halberd. Would be one of those moments.
but you do see that there are more than just Dragonkin here.
Kyoku's there in spirit.
Yeah, you have half giant. You have giants. You have humans. You have tieflings. You have a mix of everyone out there. Every single person race is here.
There's elves there?
There are elves there as well. Yes.
I'll try to avoid like the plague.
Unfortunately, you get the fear as Josanna comes up. Our job is to make sure that contestants are located and found and informed of when they are called to the arena. We will have an announcement system. We will have an announcer call who it is, but our job is to make sure that the combatants are ready to go and are not picking fights early. So here you go. Follow me right over here. She takes you over to an area, and you realize that and you're not necessarily going to be like a complete usher, but you will be walking around with a tray, a napkin, and some light drinks.
Oh, god damn it.
Yeah, see the low roll of what you're doing.
I thought I was doing some bodyguard or making sure that people's not being assholes.
Yeah.
Not waiter.
Is he a cocktail waiter?
Except for there's no alcohol here. It's mostly water. It's mostly water.
Oh, okay.
Because you are in the lower
I'm
depths.
a lower boy!
Yeah, you are in the lower depths of Dragonia, where the Kobold Arena is. So it is actually really hot down here. And yeah, you do feel yourself breaking out into a sweat. Thankfully, the uniform does reduce the effects of the heat on here, so you are in a more comfortable position than you were in your previous outfit. So there are more benefits to the actual outfit than just physical protection. So you actually have a...
Except my dignity.
Yeah. But to be fair, you look very dapper right now.
Great, I'm a dapper water boy. Still, my dignity is crushed.
That's if you roll another 7, you get an item that protects your dignity.
Yes. Do note that this is just the first half of the shift, and we'll be changing roles as needed. So, with that in mind, she hands out the rest of the trays. Let's get to work, shall we?
Well, at least during this time, I could practice my monk training while I'm doing this. Balance is important.
What exactly are you going to try and do for your monk training?
I'm going to try to one-hand everything. So my biggest thing is that I guess I'm holding straight up water and everything.
Yeah, you have a tray, and there's several mugs of water on there.
But I'm using this as a good trick just to focus on my balance.
Alright. Go ahead.
So in case I'll switch to hand to hand to head to hand to hand, head to hand, hand.
Let's go ahead and have you make a dexterity check for this. This is more of a dexterous thing rather than an acrobatics thing.
Because I definitely am not rolling bets. You want to come here? You want to come here? Because you seem like you want me to fail today. Oh, can I use a Wrath dice on each?
No, but you can use a glory dice. You can use a glory dice.
Yeah, use a glory dice on me. I'm nowhere near you.
That's a nat 20, 29. Fuck you, Iju.
Go ahead and, since we're kind of doing this as a bit of training, make a note.
Now I'm just doing it. I'm doing it in style.
Yeah. Make a note on your character sheet, a dexterity, a training, and take off 1 of 10. So, just keep that.
Where am I supposed to put that?
Yeah.
Just keep that in mind.
Yeah. Keep that in mind. Put that as a note somewhere on your character sheet in the character note section, or just write a note in the note things about like this. Yes, because you fantastically bob and weave 2 individuals, and yeah, some of them.
It almost seems like I'm dancing at this point.
Yeah, you almost like gracefully, as if you have worked this job your entire life. This is your profession. This is what you've done. And you get.
I had someone the one. I'm like, I'm one hell of a butler.
You look like you're one hell of a butler at the moment. You see, like there's some competitors that seem to be like old buddies. They go, "Ah!" and then like bumps their chests together, and they bounce back a little bit. They almost run into you, but you just like effortlessly
electric slide under its. Oh.
you just spin around. You put the tray on one finger, hold it above your head, spin it around, flip it to the other hand, and it just continue walking like nothing ever happened.
I want to know if the Cobalt leader who was helping me get ready seen any of that.
Let me just do a quick check.
I
No.
want to know if she see. Damn, that would have been the funniest conversation for later.
No, the Cobalt, the owner of the Cobalt Soul does not see you. He is not there.
The owner?
Yeah.
That's not what I was talking about.
No, you were led by a senior assistant.
That's
what I was talking
about. Yeah.
Yeah. So you hand out waters left and right because you can tell that there are a lot of like probably first-time competitors here, and a lot of them are just like, "Excuse me, water, please. It's really." Ooh. And they take the mug.
Yep, gotcha.
They take the mug. They just down the whole thing. Ooh. Man, it's hot here.
How you think I feel? You're not wearing this.
Yeah. And we'll just say, A, that yes, you do your job fantastically. About halfway through your shift, which is going to say about 4 hours into your shift, Josephine comes up to you. Oh, Mr. Mr. Nyaksha, it's time for your lunch break.
Already?
Yes,
I
it's
saw so much energy.
Yes, but we do offer lunch breaks for everyone. So if I'll take over from here. Yeah, I've already come back from my lunch break. Thank you.
Be careful, they're rough out there.
I know. I know all too well. You can tell that she's probably not having the best of days. Best of days right now.
Treat her to coffee later.
As you walk out, you enjoy a nice lunch break. Your lunch is provided for you. It is a mixture of classic Draconian cuisine and everything like that. Very good food.
Is it better than our chefs? Is the question.
To be perfectly honest, when your chef, when Ragnar actually cooks something, and it isn't just like the easy prep foods and everything like that, his food is still better. His normal food that he makes for you guys is still better than this, but this is definitely up there in like, this I can see served at a restaurant.
So my easy response is, this is good, but I still miss Ragnar's food. Huh?
Yeah, basically. Alright. As you make your way back, you do see that there are a few more competitors here for the latter half of the thing, as it's getting close to noon at this time. And you get the feeling that more competitions happen around noon and everything like that rather than early in the morning. So there are far more people in here. Your task is now changed to your task for the second half of the shift has been changed to being more of a information giver and everything like that. So you're going around, you're more or less holding up, going up to individuals and saying like, hey, your number is this, and please pay attention to all this stuff, everything like that. Very simple, very easy to do task. It is about
Very Monday.
Yeah. It is near the end of your shift, and you're starting to feel the exhaustion. Like, this is like, you thought it would be like straightforward, easy work, but there is a level of effort that is needed, and you are starting to feel the social drain of interacting with all these people all at once. The cacophony of voices and everything like that. And you do notice that yes, there were some initial like fights that were starting to break out, but other people dealt with it in a manner because they were a little bit further away, like they were on the other side of the room when they started to happen, but the other assistants took care of it. It is as you're walking around and getting ready towards the end of your shift, you went back to handing out water again and doing your monk training, that you hear
And pose and pose and pose.
Yeah, you decided because you were doing such a good job, you actually started having fun doing this. It's like, okay, if I try doing it like this, and you have all these weird little techniques you do. But as you get near the end of your shift, you do hear Josephine in please let go of me, sir. What's the matter, Early? I'm gonna win this competition, and who knows, afterwards, we'll have a good night together. You see a gruff, you see a kind of, it's, the image is a little bit awkward. You see a gruff halfling, normally kind of lighthearted cheery, but this is a very gruff halfling, and he's kind of like being this like weird, creepy jerk to Josephine, who's been like nothing but kind to you this entire day. Hey, how about it, sweet cheeks? Come hang out in my hotel for the evening. It'll be a good time. Like, no, sir, please, let me go.
Pose and pose and pose and water and pose. Oops, I am so sorry.
What the? Nosy assistant. You trying to pick a fight with me or something? And it's a little
No, someone as broadly as you, I could never.
Oh, yeah? Let's find out just how.
You played me like a twig. Look how skinny as my noodly arms are as I start to my arms.
Oh, you think you're hot stuff, eh? Well, have you know I've been in this arena many
Hot, I'm
times.
pretty cold. You see this volcano?
As
I'm basically trying to crack smiles out of him, trying to get him to laugh instead of trying to kill me.
as he's like cracking his knuckles and everything like that, and you hear another voice. All right, that's enough out of you. This is a place of challenge and good sportsmanship, not a place for rowdy, any buffoonery and tomboy. As you turn to the voice, you see a halberd moving through the crowd. And as you hear the voice, and as this man and clad in full plate, as this individual clad in full plate armor steps out, he walks over, and the stout nature of this dwarf, or thing.
Damn it, it was a dwarf!
Dwarf the entire time. Bait and switch. Anyway. It isn't the Silver Blade. What are you doing here? I've come here to challenge others as others have done here before. I've got my words are hard, folks. But if you want to challenge me instead of this young gentleman here, I'm more than happy to take on your turns. Not worth it. And he, the halfling walks off. Are you alright?
Bye-bye!
Are you alright, my lady? I'm fine. Thank you, Theron. And it is not a problem.
Well, I guess my job's done. As I start to walk away.
As you walk away, and let me just double check your character sheet real fast. Wanna double check something? Doodle doo 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 doo. Bringing it up right now. As you start walking away to continue your duty, you do feel the dwarf eyes on you, as if he's doing a once over on you.
I'm sure that's nothing to be concerned about. You know, he's probably just taking it out of my chiseling good styles. And pose, and pose, and pose.
As you go back to being the professional that you are. At the end of your shift, which is roughly an 8-hour shift, when you are going back and changing out of the uniform, Josephine comes up to you. Thank you for helping me out there. If you
help me out? What are you talking about? That was complete accident. I generally forget actually spilled the water. It was terrible of me.
Make a deception check.
I'm gonna fail this. This is the one time where I'm gonna fail. I'm so close. I almost got one.
As you play it off nonchalantly, Josephine kind of just... you get the feeling that she knows you're lying, but she doesn't care. Yeah, because she saw exactly what happened and everything like that. And everyone else around you, they're like, oh man, and this guy's clearly a klutz and everything, and dropping water on a person. And I said, oh well. But the Josephine, she kind of knows the truth.
Yeah, still, thank you.
Damn it, I couldn't fool anyone. Someone put it on a raft, I said. I couldn't fool anyone.
No, you fooled everyone but Josephine, because it happened to
I didn't fool everyone.
If you want, here.
And she holds up a ticket for you.
Oh, what's this?
It's just a ticket for the rest. It's a ticket for the rest of the competition of the day. Everyone that assists us
to like watch?
Yeah, exactly. As a extra reward for individuals who volunteer and help out at the arena, you get a free ticket of the day for the rest of the tournament.
No, that's cool.
Well,
it would suck to watch it by myself though, and my friends are too busy.
Well, I'm sure you'll be fine to enjoy it. And the ticket's sadly only good for the day, so I'd probably go check out the final matches right now.
Alright, just be careful, okay?
Yeah. Alright, well,
And she gives a polite bow,
thank you very much.
and she scampers off. You
Nice.
you
Take it.
you get the feeling, Alien, that you saw a slight blush on her face as she kind of walked off.
I acknowledge nothing because that's not my intentions.
Unfortunately, you're too swat for your own good.
Damn it, the host club and the host in me.
Anyway, so what do you do with the ticket? Do you go watch the final part of the tournament?
Yeah, just to keep an eye on her.
So
I don't want, because I feel like that guy is going to strike again.
yeah.
So just in case, I want to mess with him some more. He seems like a fun person to mess with.
As you go up to the arena, you hand the ticket, and you're actually led by another Cobalt, arena Cobalt, to actually a pretty good spot in the arena. You see the vast rounded arena. 4 pillars kind of stand in the middle, acting as a little bit of obstacles and everything, or a light bit of cover. You get the feeling that the arena can be ever changed. There's sand scattered about the ground at the moment, and the crowd is packed. It is a full arena, loud cheers and everything. As you come in the midst of a round between a dragonborn and an orc. Both of them locked in heated combat, and as they continue to roll and everything like that, I'm just going to do a quick roll here myself for them.
Dragonborn and what? Orc?
A dragonkin and an orc. Yep.
I should make sure to grab some souvenirs while I'm here.
As you're watching, the dragonkin makes an attack with his halberd. It swings down hard, and the orc dodges out of the way. The halberd hits into the ground, and as the orc swings around with his axe, thanks. You see the orc in mid-slat as with his axe, spin the axe in his hand at 180 degrees and slap basically pound the back of the dragonkin's head with the back end of his axe in one clean swoop, and swooping it back around to the front, and as he finishes the swing.
What technique?
Yeah.
Man, I think they could have learned a lot from this one.
The dragonkin just goes down and is unconscious. The crowd goes wild, and you hear the voice of the kobold that instructed everyone earlier. And there you go! Oh, Maverick is down!
The winner is Grimdark.
The orc holds up, and crowd goes wild. Medical teams go out onto the field, and they put the unconscious dragonkin onto a little gurney, and they carry him out. Vortak leads the arena as well.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, the moment you've been waiting for. We have a returning champion, 2 returning champions coming back together. A sudden impromptu
Oh, can I get a
match.
Can I get one of those? A couple of those snack? Thank you. Jake, please.
Dang.
Impromptu challenge by from a former champion to another former champion. Next up, give it up for Melfius, the half-bleeding warrior.
You see the gruff halfling walk out wielding 2 blades in hand, and just.
And on the opposite side, we have Thorin Silverblade.
And you see the dwarf walk out, his plate armor and halberd in hand.
Yeah, Silverblade! I scream out, yeah, Silverblade!
Did you say Thorin?
Yeah, Thorin, yep.
Okay.
It is spelled
I thought it was Iron.
T-H-E-R-I-N.
PH what?
E-R-I-N.
Thorin.
Yep, Thorin Silverblade.
Okay.
With that in mind, this battle is a challenge. Challenged event. Lethal combat is authorized in this round, so there may be blood today, folks. Are you ready?
Crowd begins to go wild in this area.
Then let the match begin.
And there's a loud gong happen as the fight begins before you. I'm gonna do some small rolls here real fast. So, as the halfling in Melfrak charges at Thorin, you see Thorin take up a defensive stance. And one thing you notice about his armor, his full plate armor, is very Asian in style, very samurai-esque. Yes, he is armed currently with a halberd, and he has a katana at his side. The halberd, not being a typical dwarven weapon, feels a little bit off, but surprisingly fits the aesthetic that he's trying to go for, or the aesthetic that he has. The dwarf, the halfling, clad in more of a half-plate armor, charges forth. He makes his first attack against the dwarf, and is easily parried by the dwarf himself. Dwarf makes his own counterattack, which gets dodged by the halfling. The crowd is absolutely going wild for this. The dwarf of Thorin then goes off and makes another attack, but the halfling dodges out of the way, and Melfrak moves up and actually he manages to cut across Thorin's arm, finding that sweet spot between the armor plating, and you see a gash of blood coming out. And the crowd goes even more wild for that.
Oh no.
As in the next round of attacks, the halfling steals the initiative, goes up and lands another, and actually brings the pommel around and hits the head of the dwarf, square right in the temple, cracking the skin of it, causing the blood to come down. But this is quickly countered by a devastating reversed strike from the pommel of a halberd, going straight into the gut of the halfling, hitting right between the armor plates and everything. And you swear that you could almost feel that impact yourself, because you've been hitting that location before during your training, and it hurts. Again, the crowd is going absolutely wild for this. The halfling does make a quick recovery, and he charges in there and does a few other attacks, and actually disarms the halberd from
the dwarf. The dwarf forced to defend himself with his gauntlets and everything, and attempts to land a quick unarmed strike against him, but the halfling pulls away before that.
This is not looking cool. I think he might fail.
The halfling does not give the dwarf a chance to attack and goes in and is just on the constant attack, using his dual blades at launching attack after attack. Thorin forced being onto the defensive, using his gauntlets to block the attacks from taking actual damage. You hear the announcement from the thing. It looks like Thorin's on the back foot now. Oh, and another devastating hit as the Melfa and goes up and actually he low kicks Thorin's leg and brings the sword down. Brings one of his swords down upon the clavicle shoulder of Thorin. Thorin, having a little bit of armor plane there, takes a hit, but it's a devastating hit. You kind of see his left arm go a little bit limp, and as if he's lost feeling to that arm at the moment.
Ooh, it's really not looking good for Thorin. Thorin, could this fight be over now?
I'm on the edge of my seat.
As Melfrin begins to his next attack, Thorin actually reaches out and catches one arm of the halfling and pulls him past him and actually does kind of a judo martial move and uses his own momentum to flip him over onto his back with a satisfying slam. And the audience goes, ooh! Taking a step back, Thorin does manage to get one hand on his blade, but the halfling quickly rights himself and actually throws his shorter second blade towards him, causing it to actually impale in the same left shoulder that he was damaged before. The halfling is very knowledgeable and very good at hitting the weak spots of his opponents, as you can tell. Thorin now officially down to one hand as his left arm is completely limp. Continues to stand and fight.
I can't type that fast.
All right, we're back. We're back.
You also not.
It looks like we were slightly disconnected from the internet entirely there for a moment. But we should be back. I'm gonna just double check my stream real fast. Yeah, it looks like we're back.
Ragna, by the way, have you been taking any notes as well?
Yeah. Except, I think you're taking way more notes because I have. I now create Inger's Arena as a third. Pick the fight with a creep, stop by Fancy Dwarf with Albert named Theron, and then the Theron fights an art guy. I'm just gonna put who wins.
I'm taking too many notes. I'm gonna tell you right now.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm making too many notes.
This is just a little extra bonus fight thing today.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can see that Melfrin is fighting a little dirty. Normally in a duel, you try and fight your opponent honorably. Melfrin is purposely trying to hurt his opponent as much as possible. He's not trying to go for the win. He's trying to, as far as you can tell, send a message.
Is he trying to draw it out?
Yeah, he's drawing out the battle. He's clearly on the upper hand right now, but he is trying to cause as much pain to his opponent as possible. Very dirty way of fighting, and you can kind of tell that some of the audience is starting to catch on to this, just end it! And as Merfman runs up, jumps and actually kicks the short sword deeper into his shoulder, and you actually see it kind of punch through the shoulder in its entirety.
Ooh. Ref, you gotta call this man. Obviously, he's not here to win. He's trying to kill him.
He did say that lethal combat is authorized in this duel. Yes. With that in mind, the combat continues to go. Aaron is on the back foot as he is now forced into defending again, and as Saren is just unleashing like heavy blow after heavy blow, the audience is just going. The MC is like,
Oh, this is getting brutal! Melfian is going on the offensive in full force. He is not holding back today!
During this onslaught of attack, you kind of see that Melfian, he's a skilled fighter, absolutely, but he is putting way too much power behind his attacks, and you can kind of see that it is starting to slow down. And his movements are becoming a little bit more predictable. And taking this opportunity, Melfian, and as he's blocking the blade, as he's blocking the attacks with his blade, manages to slip past the guard and land a slash along on the side of Melfian, and drawing blood for the first time against him. Anyway, the audience begins to cheer once more as the fight continues. Even with one hand, it is still impressive that as Melfian turns around and makes an attack, Thorin and spins around and blocks his blade with the one hand that he has. And they get into a bind, and as they are holding the swords together, close to each other. As the two utilize all their strength, the blood loss from Thorin is, apparent, as he is forced to break the bind and is now on the back foot of the attack. Thorin, Melfian, and once again launches another attack, and this time actually aims for his right leg, and manages to slice just between the plating between the kneecap and the thigh. Right. The dwarf is now limping in battle, and as you can tell, his movement has been drastically cut. Melfian takes his.
This is torture, Raph.
Melfian takes his time to kind of gloat.
You shouldn't have stood in my way, Theron. And you're getting old in your years. Can't keep up anymore. Never underestimate a warrior in dire straits. Could be your very end.
So, you see Theron Aaron take up a stance that you're not quite familiar with. You've seen dwarf fighting stances before, but this fighting stance is unique. It could be because he's standing in a slightly different posture due to the lack of limbs available to him, or it could just be because you're unfamiliar with single-handed sword techniques that dwarfs use. Yes. But as Melfian moves over you with your passive perception see Theron's mouth move. You don't hear anything because the audience is way too loud, but you see his mouth moves as he mutters some words. In a brief moment, you blink, and the next thing you know is that Theron is behind Melfian, and whatever attack he did missed, and there's now a slash across his back. The audience is going completely nuts. These are two champions fighting each other to the death, as far as you can tell. As Melfian turns around and begins another bout of blows, your passive perception lets you see Theron's mouth moving again, and as he mutters something. You see his stance change once more, or dragging his bag leg behind him in kind of a half in a half crescent, as he readjusts his sword and manages to cut one of the wrists of Melfian, rendering his hand useless. Let's say it's his right hand. At this moment, you can kind of tell that both combatants are reaching the end of their ropes. Melfian, taking the sword out of his limp right hand, holds it in his left. Thurin, Aaron, takes his blade and with one hand, and amazingly puts it back into the scabbard of his blade, and he takes up a different stance, kind of the drawing stance, like he's ready to draw his blade in one final strike.
Who, Theron?
Theron, yeah.
Okay.
Because Theron is a samurai, pretty much.
Yeah.
He looks like that's the dwarven culture. They're Japanese in my world. As Melfian charges forward, trying to end this duel, roll. Anyakasha, you see his mouth move one more time, and then you blink, and you just see a Theron, and you see Melfian once again, like almost in an anime moment, as he charges past Theron. Theron's blade is drawn at this point. You do not see him draw his blade. One moment, Melfian is charging, meaning the next moment he's already past. The next moment he's already past Theron, and Theron's blade is drawn from the sheathed state. There was a audible silence in the arena as Melfian then collapses to the ground, unconscious, and the crowd erupts in a thunderous cheer. There it is! Melfian is down! Down! You shall begin the count! One.
Wait, what?
No.
Oh,
It's like WWE rules, wrestling.
Yeah. The count goes up to 10, and that is the winner! Medical teams immediately rush out and check on the two combatants. Despite all this, it seems that Melfian is still alive. Theron did not kill his opponent in this fight, but definitely did enough damage to render him unconscious. And as you kind of observe the battlefield as a combatant yourself, you see that he managed to cut through his half plate into the gut of his opponent. With his sword. Good. Aaron holds up the blade, holds up his sword, as the audience cheers, and medical staff tend to his wounds. When the short sword that was stabbed through his shoulder is pulled out, his arm is healed up and he's able to move his arm again. And then he gracefully cleans off the blood from his blade and sheaths his sword in a traditional dwarven style. And then goes to retrieve the halberd. Ladies and gentlemen, there you have it! We'll be taking a short intermission where we prep the field for the next set of competitions! With that, the challenge has ended for the time being. Do you choose to stick around to watch further events, Hanyakusha, or do you choose to head back after that then?
Load your weapon.
no, I'll stay through the whole event. Might as well.
Alright then. For the rest of the event, for abbreviations, you do see other combatants. Most combatants are not doing lethal combat, they're friendly competitions. And you then also see a reenactment of an ancient battle that was said to have taken place during the Draconian Civil War. And you get to just see the reenactment of what was known as, I think, the Battle of the Ravine, the Battle of the Fork? I forget what I named it as. I'll have to double check that. But yeah, you get to see a reenactment of a famous battle during the Draconian Civil War as a massive show fight is displayed. And it is all very entertaining, and you can understand why, you kind of get an understanding of why certain events need to be planned and backed by some entity or some guild of some sort. Because there's a lot that happens in the Cobalt Arena. And they are pretty much booked at all times.
It's gonna take us longer than I thought.
Yeah, it's gonna be a while. Whatever you guys plan on trying to do for using the Cobalt Arena to help find the chosen wielder, may be a longer endeavor than you have initially thought of. simply for the fact that the Cobalt Arena is a place of entertainment, and it is always busy and always filled to the brim with audience. Meanwhile, while all this is happening, we're gonna jump ship to Kyoku. Kyoku, you have decided to set out for shopping of the day. What do you choose to go shopping with? Or what are you shopping for?
Magic items. I want to see if there's he just wants to browse and see what's available to him. If anything catches his eye, he'll buy it.
So you as a player, what specifically are you looking for at this time?
It's really something we should have done after session.
Should have been, but today's a more casual session because of the fact that two of the 6 people I have planned things for today are not here, and they're the ones that mostly had things planned for today, but they're not here today, so.
That's a plan.
Going well.
Well, yours was the longest planned one
Fair.
of today. Hey, the second longest planned one was Phantoms. The third longest planned one was Fasha's. Phantom and Fasha are not here today, so you got the victory report of this thing. So now we're just kind of going through the rest of it.
Could you come back to me? If I go now, I'm not gonna give you an answer.
Alright then. So let's jump to Barb. Bob, what sort of research were you trying to do this day? I remember that you were staying behind and doing some reading and research of your own volition.
I was just reading through the books I got from the library, and just to try and research different kinds of potions, like besides healing and mana, like potions that might enhance skills, maybe.
Right, so we'll make this fairly simple and everything. Go ahead and make me a knowledge check, an intelligence check, or let me do this real fast. Let's have you make. Yeah, we'll go ahead and have you make an intelligence check real fast.
Well, it's not that high. Well, I mean it is, but you know.
It's definitely above average, but this is more or less of how much you're learning from the day. So
6.
6. So as you're looking through the tomes on plants and everything like that, you do come across some potion formulas. These potion formulas are very complex. On the one part, a lot of the instructions are very vague. There's no, like these are old formulations for stuff. They do not have exact measurements. They just say like, oh, a pinch of this, a dash of that, and a smidgen of this is like how much is a smidgen? You are unable to decipher any of these formulations of potions specifically. But go ahead and let's go ahead and make another wisdom. Let's have you make a wisdom check this time.
Just straight wisdom.
Straight wisdom, yep.
Not much better. 7.
7.
Had a good day for rolls.
Yeah, vice versa. As you're kind of, it's kind of a juggle. You're like, at first you're like, I'm just gonna settle down for a casual read, and now you're like, wait, hold on, what? And you're looking through like 3 to 4 books at once, trying to find like the references of like, wait, they're referring to this herb here, but this is what it looks like here. Is this image even correct? What's going on here? You're just like, you are super confused for the day, and unfortunately, as you kind of make your way through the books, you do not make any knowledge progress for potion making or herb knowledge. You're just at some point you're like, I need a lunch break. you go downstairs with Moonlight, and you just have some. You have some food and
Take
everything
a
like that.
break and go. I could take a break and go shopping for like, herb crafting materials, I guess.
Yeah.
Save me from going out into the wilderness to find them, I guess, to see if I can find anything that's for cheap, like a good bargain.
If you don't want to worry about the types of herbs right now, we can go ahead and do
I don't really care about the types of herbs. I just want to see if I can find a bargain for herbs.
Oh yeah, and yeah, you do find a bargain of herbs. These herbs are not that fresh, eventually, and they sell for like 2 silver total.
Okay.
Yeah, so you gotta just add, and let's just say it's a 2-pound bag of random assorted herbs that you have to go through eventually. But it's enough to distract you and everything like that, and you do get some let's just say that you get some inspiration to, all right, let's just experiment with these herbs here. So if you want to try making any potions, you may certainly try and do so. Who knows what the result may be, but you may certainly try it.
Okay.
All right.
I have an idea. Well, a couple.
What is your idea, sir?
Either items that help with maybe like melee combat. Items that help identify people better. Something that could maybe help us find a wielder faster, but not necessarily specifically for the wielder, but just something that could potentially help us. There's a third one. Something to protect me a little bit more for combat.
All right, then. I'm going to have you just make a straight investigation check real fast.
Okay. I have a +6 on that. That's a natural 20 for 26.
Dang. So as you're going on, as you begin exploring the thing, you go around and you ask a few locals, like, hey, is there a magic item shop around here for adventurers and everything like that? Then they point you to the right direction. Super easy. You find these shops very efficiently. Sadly, because I was so busy with other nonsense this week, I got to write down names of stores. Name of store to be determined later.
Just name it something wacky. We don't care. Improv.
Yes, improv. It's so yeah. Actually, wait, do I even? I have to log into this shit. Son of a gun. Hold on a second.
But
What, to like D&D Beyond?
No, World Anvil.
Oh.
No, it actually has my D&D stuff on it.
Where do the viewers go to find your World Anvil?
Well, they can type in !world in my chat in order to look at the World Anvil page.
There you go.
Here's the name for your store, but Plugs United.
No, shut up.
What?
Well, once your kinkiness is of D&D right now.
Wrong D&D campaign.
Wrong D&D campaign.
Wait, we're in one where it's 18 plus?
No, I'm kidding.
Not on stream.
Definitely not on stream.
I thought about starting a D&D campaign and incorporating some stuff from the Book of Nymphology, but...
Nymphology, oh no. Ah, man. Oh no, I actually do not have Dragonia in here. That's
You can't
really don't have
Dragonia.
Dragonia in here. Well, okay. I guess I have free reign.
Free reign, improv. All improv.
Go back to my other notes on Google.
professional advice from a dungeon master. If you're going to make notes for things and everything, try to keep them in one
space.
location. Don't do what I do and have like 5 locations where there's like 20 different things of where stuff is located and everything like that.
Oh, I have like two locations max.
Oh, of course. I found my notes for Dragonia, and yes, I have like 5 locations already created with names and everything, and none of them are magic item shops. Of course they aren't. I am
I'm trying to make your life. I'm trying to make your life difficult, Hita. It seems like it's working.
You guys always make my life difficult. That's what players do to dungeon masters.
I know. We love it though.
Motherfucker, I. Anyway, where is? Oh, we'll start with this one, I guess. Yoku.
Yeah.
What are you taking shopping with you at this time?
What am I taking shopping with
Are you
me?
taking your standard gear and everything with you?
I mean, yeah, everything that I have on me, except, let's see, I would probably leave all the, like,
Well, stuff in the wagon is fine. You leave the
okay,
wagon.
I don't
stuff
have
in.
to worry about that? Okay,
Yeah, the
cool.
wagon's taken care of. I'm talking about, like the equipment that you normally wear.
Like, just regular armor and weapons?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm fine.
Alright then. As you are walking through the marketing area and things like that, you're walking towards the actual like arcane blacksmith, the actual like magic item shop where like magical items are often sold. You do begin passing by a magical gemstone shop as well. And as you walk past the window, you pause for a moment. You don't know why you pause. You just feel a pull. Hard to explain.
Okay.
As you turn and look into the display window in front of the store, you see a plethora of magical gems of different shapes, stones, and everything like that. But there is one stone that catches your eye above all else. Give me a second.
The Arcane Stone.
Arcane Stone. No,
It's an infinity stone. Thank you, DM, for giving me the time stone.
denied.
Denied.
Denied. No, I gotta bring up that information because again, my notes are in like 5 locations all at once, and it's all incorrect.
Hita, one of these times you need to just transfer it all to like Discord. That's what I do.
No.
No.
No. A lot of these notes are private for reasons.
No, I mean like I have a private Discord server I created just for
I do
that.
too, but I don't do that anyway.
Okay.
Gotta be a 5th location I have all my notes at. Anyway, no, this gemstone is unlike the rest of them. It is much larger and more appearance-wise is more unrefined. To say, it is rough around the edges, but it looks like it has been shaped. So it's a crafted magical gemstone, but unlike the other gemstones that are in the display thing that are nice rounded gemstones or diamonds or squares and rectangles and things like that, you know, how you normally would see jewels and everything. This one looks like it is more natural grown, naturally formed.
It's like a raw gemstone.
Like a raw gemstone, but you can also tell that it is crafted. Strange mix. It sits inside a mechanism that is currently functioning and display. It's currently functioning. It has floating artifacts around it and everything. It's very much a showpiece. It has no real practical functionality aside from, hey, this looks pretty. but this gemstone, this kind of strange opalescent amethyst-like gemstone.
Amethyst-like?
It's kind of a combination of an opal and an amethyst. You can tell that it is not a normal magical gemstone. Normal magical gemstones are based in one of the 6 major, have a base power of one of 7 elements, which is the 6 natural elements of wind, fire, earth, light, dark, and wind magics, and everything like that.
So it doesn't have ties to any of the elements?
That's the 7th one. The 7th one is kind of just like the null element. These are just like power stones. These are gemstones that have magical power within them, but haven't actually been specialized or grown in areas where certain elemental powers reside more.
Okay.
But this one, it does, as far as you can tell, interesting, you feel drawn to it, as if something about it is calling out to you.
Something. Okay. I'm gonna walk in.
You walk in and you are greeted by a dragonkin individual. Who's a welcome welcome to my gems of wonder. Can I help you?
Hi, yes. I was walking by on my way over to the rest of the magic shops, but I noticed something was pulling me towards this shop. I noticed your that specific magic stone, that one over there. It's very opalescent, but also almost amethyst-like. The one on the display over there.
That one there? What about it?
Well, I'd like to know more about it and possibly purchase it, if it's for sale.
Well, and you kind of see this conflicted look on the dragonkin's face. I don't really know how to put it. It is technically, yes, it is for sale, but it really doesn't do much. It's just a power stone. Very intricate one at that, but it doesn't really do much more than that. We mostly have it on display to kind of showcase, like, yes, we sell all sorts of gemstones. But for the most part, it really doesn't do much. Are you trying to power some sort of large mechanism or anything like that?
No, I really can't tell you why it drew me towards it, but something about it intrigues me. I can't tell you what though.
Like I said, it is for sale, but not many people are interested in it. If you wish to buy it, the cost is 500 gold.
Well, I only have about wait, hang on, damn, wait a minute. What is I have 1 electrum. Is that another gold? I forget what electrum is.
Alright, let's see. You currently have worth value 209 gold.
Yes. Yeah. Is it how many electrum makes a gold?
I believe the price.
Did you say it was 50? 50 electrum? Okay.
Something in the middle. Give me a second. I gotta go to Oh, that's just the homebrew rule set. Do new economic system. There it is. 1 electrum is about
50
half a gold piece. So yeah.
Oh, okay. I have 209.5. No, I'm kidding. Well, I only have about 209 gold. Is there any way I could, perhaps bargain you down? Maybe I could work it off or do something for it instead.
Well, the standard pricing for the lowest quality gem is usually about 100 gold for a power gem, but this one is unique in its design aspect, and she produces far more power than an item should. A normal power gem should. That's why the cost is at 500 gold, but like I said, it's... Again, he looks very conflicted. Currently, it's part of the showcase of what we do here, and you would have to give me a day to think about it real fast. I see if I can find another power stone to replicate with it, but I guess 500 gold is the price point I'm asking for.
Well, righty. Well, if I'll be back here tomorrow, but yeah, just get back to me, and I'll be back.
Very well then. And until then, sir.
Thank you. Have a good rest of your day.
Yes.
And I exit the store.
Yeah. As you walk away, it does feel as if you're walking away. It's again, the pool is strong, not like strong enough to make you like commit a crime or anything like that, but it definitely is like, yeah, this is definitely something of important value that I'm leaving behind. You don't know how to describe it.
Before I do anything, first let me. Do any of these things in my? I don't have any costs set up in my inventory, do I?
Define cost.
It's stuff that I could sell. Although I don't know if this shop would do trading or anything like that.
Yeah. Well, I don't remember if you guys used or sold all the black wyvern scales, fangs, and talons and everything like that.
We definitely have a little bit more, but I think we are going to use them as a prize reward for the tournament, if we are still going to do that.
All the stuff that would be the most valuable, that stuff would be the most valuable.
Yeah. How much, DM, how much would they be?
For ancient black wyvern fangs and skeletons, you're talking at minimum like hundreds of gold for like the lowest quality version of it.
For one?
For one of the lowest quality thing, at least 100 gold, if not more.
Okay.
It's an
I guess
ancient
one
black
thing-
wyvern. They're very valuable.
One thing I have to figure out is how much of each I still have.
We can figure that out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. Okay, well, Hyoku seems to really want this. Is there any jobs he could go and try and find?
At this moment, as you're currently shopping, there are no job offerings available to you. Perhaps at the Adventurers Guild, or talking with your friends and colleague, that might be something.
Alrighty. Well, Hyoku's gonna continue going about browsing. I guess he'll just continue browsing. If anything catches his eye, then he'll pick up on it.
So yeah, there are several items that do catch your eye and everything like that, but again, as you're just browsing for it, you probably will come back at a later time to possibly see if you gain them later. But again, that gemstone kind of sits in your mind as if, again, you're being drawn to it for some reason.
Okay.
It slightly bothers you, but it is also... Yeah, it slightly bothers you to some degree, but not in a... like, oh, this is a terrible old-fashioned thing.
Yeah. Then, yeah, he'll come back by the next day then. And I guess try and bargain again tomorrow. See if anything can be worked out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright. And finally, we'll jump over to Ragna. Ragna, you find yourself, you find yourself coming out of the red light district from before. You feel that a moment of depravity has just taken you, and you're a little bit unsure of why you decided to divulge into this at this time. You have your wits about you now. What do you choose to do?
Was there anything special about that one house?
Nope. It was just a brothel you went into that you spend a night with a, pardon the language, a wench. You spend a night with a girl at that brothel and everything like that.
Ragna in that day, or in that night, was for the sheets.
Yep.
Alright, yeah, I was not prepared for something other than that. I was like, kind of worried, like, Ada, there's children in the room.
I forgot.
I think the child has already been picked up and everything.
I also don't assume Hengaku just has his audio not on his headphones. I assume he has headphones on. They wouldn't hear us. But
anyway. But yes. So what do you do, Ragna?
Guess I'll go to the church and do some wandering around, some charity work. Try to do some healing. Can't do the healing.
Yeah.
Maybe do some.
Yeah. As you walk knocking out of the slums and everything, you do see like some of the. You do find some individuals that are like pretty badly hurt from like gang violence and everything like that. And as you attempt to heal them, you find that the light does not come. Moving forward and everything like that. Let's.
I'll do what I can do best. I'll just find somewhere.
Yes, let's see.
Look for a chef.
you said near the slums?
Yeah, he's in the slums.
Yeah,
Okay.
literally.
Yeah. So going about as you try and do some charitable work, let's go ahead and make this. Let's see. What can we do? You know, let's go ahead and make a persuasion check to see if you can do like. This is more or like.
Gonna find a job.
Yeah, persuasion's Asian, and I would just make a straight persuasion, because we're not using a wisdom modifier for it, because it's the same as your charisma modifier. Alright.
20, 30.
30, 20?
30, 20.
So yeah, you easily, as someone who is of a charitable mind, you do easily find charity work in there, and you go out the day helping out those in need and everything, and there is a bit of relief in you, but again, for some reason this like shadow just seems to be, oh sorry, not the shadow, this weight seems to just weigh on your shoulders the entire time as you go through the charitable work, and you do this for the entirety of the day. You don't feel any more disillusioned from what you felt so far, but you do feel the weight upon you. Go ahead and just make a checkbox of 5, just somewhere, and mark off 2 checks for you. and just keep that in mind.
I'll just put it in this little box here.
Just keep the
Box.
just keep those checks in mind. And so you should have 2 boxes with 5 check marks each, and it's 2 and 2.
Oh, I should have 2.
Yeah. Yeah, so 2 and 2.
I'll put the other one. I'll just make another one.
With that in mind, as you kind of go about wandering the day, we'll say that at about 5 in the afternoon, Anyakusha, you have watched the rest of the tournament as well, and started making your way back home to the Avengers Guild. Gyoku has done the same. And pretty much everyone starts kind of regathering back at the Adventures Guild. Everything seems to be more or less fine from there. But before we continue, we're approaching that kind of halfway mark of the day, so
Yeah.
we're gonna take a quick break here real fast and go get some snacks, go to the bathroom, try and see if I can wake up the sleepy Fasha, poor guy. see what can happen in this situation. So in the meantime, we'll be right back, folks, and we'll continue where we left off for the rest of the session, and we shall see what happens then. we're back with all the audio working. Just making sure. With that in mind, we're gonna jump right back into where we left off. So, as everyone starts gathering up today, we're gonna jump over to Hanyakusha. You are leaving the Cobalt Arena, and you're really entertained. Kind of like you just been to the movies and you had a fantastic experience, and you're just like, oh man, so awesome. Hanyakusha, are you there?
No, yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
Hi.
You not hear me?
I can hear you. Yeah, you're good. What do you do as you are leaving the arena?
Well, if you told me that was my reward for working, no, I'm just a good thinker. But she gave it to me personally. That meant something. So I'm gonna see if I could go back to Rita to do two things. To check on that old man, that old dwarf, and then thank the kobold for the ticket.
Let's just have you make a general investigation check real fast. See how well you can find the person.
Who joined?
It's Fasha!
Fasha?
He has awakened! Hanyakusha, you owe me $5.
One sexuality to conquer the nation.
For trouble!
Make it double.
Nah, no money was made for this. Anyway.
17.
17. Alright, so as you're kind of like,
I'm not getting out of bed and I'm not going to my computer.
that's gonna be hard for you to make rolls then if I have you make rolls tonight, sir. But we'll figure it. But we'll figure this out as we go through it and everything in the meet. So as you begin looking around, you do see that God, what was her name again? God dang it, I forgot to write her name down.
Was it
I
Josephine?
also forgot her name.
Josephine?
Josephine, thank you very much. That's why I note are very nice for people to take. So you do find Josephine, and it looks like she's actually, taking on a little bit more work as well. Like she's right next to the exit and everything like that, and she's like handing out like just brochures to audience members as they're leaving. She was at a different gate than the one you went out of.
I go over. Up.
Anyways, yeah. There we go. Just made that thing. Alright, so as you walk up, you catch her saying,
Thank you for coming. I mean, we do hope you come back again. Oh, Mr. Hanyakusha. Thank you for your service today. Did you enjoy the remaining fights?
Yeah, that was super great. I actually wanted to came back for a quick to check up with the old man.
The old man?
I'm sorry. The Dwarven Warriors.
Oh, Baron. And, I don't know where he's at. I've kind of been pulling a double shift here.
That's fair. Also, thank you for the ticket. You didn't have to give it to me personally.
Oh, well, it's, not a problem at all.
and she kind of as a kobold, she doesn't really have much hair, if any hair at all, but she kind of does that little timid like this kind of like brushing
twirl?
Not the hair twirl, but the brushing the hair behind the ear motion.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Oh.
And you can And with your passive perception, you kind of see like a few of the other like cobalt workers there. They're kind of just like giving little like oh, she's got a crushed smile sort of thing. And you and with your passive perception, you do kind of get.
What you got for work?
Would you go? Would you like to go out to eat somewhere after I'm done with my shift? I mean, you don't have to. If you
Yeah,
don't.
sure. I don't know much about the city, so this would be a good way to get to ground.
Right. I'll be done in a couple hours. Would you like me to come find you somewhere, or would you want to like meet up here?
You can find me. Do you know what the Adventure Guild is?
Yeah.
I'll be there. Most likely be in the lobby area.
All right. I'll meet you at the Adventures Guild then.
All right. Good work. I'm gonna still go inside and see if I can see if the dwarf is still there. I want to make sure that he survived his battle.
If you're going to look for the combatants, I would recommend going to down towards the.
Well, she points you in the direction of where you should go.
Oh, thank you. It's super helpful.
Not a
Sorry,
problem.
I just the way that dude fight that last match, I really felt bad for that man.
Theron may be older than most other dwarves, or most other combatants that come here, but he's still one of the better. He's still a 4-time champion.
Oh, 4-time champion, huh?
Oh, anyway, hey, see you later then.
You too. Shana. As I storm off.
As you walk away, you see another female cobalt worker kind of just like elbowing her in the side, like just jokingly and everything, like that big grin on their face. And of course, she's like blushing heavily.
I gotta get the NPCs what they want. She went for the outfit. I might as well just do it. Play along. Okay, so what is this now? We had the elf village, the gnome, and now a kobold. The list is growing.
Yeah. All the short
The
girls
slowly
like you.
growing.
All the short girls like you, man. Big, tall, strong, and handsome.
Oh wait, sorry, that's not right. Wasp Queen, better.
Minus the fact that there was no love behind that relationship.
No, that was.
You are a pawn. One of these times a dark elf is gonna fall for him and it's gonna be funny. Yeah.
I'm just gonna see me vomiting all over the place.
Yeah, I don't play it as an elf.
Basically, 4 elves fall in love with him, and Drow, Dark Elf, Wood Elf, and High Elf. They all just fall in love with him.
Kill me now. Kill me fucking now.
His fist goes to his face. He's like, should I?
I'm doing to myself. Why am I spilled so comes? Land a punch against yourself. Elf, roll the attack. Not 1. You miss. How do I miss my own face? My body is
One moment, I wish I was weak.
Anyway.
Wait, so I had a question. If I were to summon a pixie and have them cast polymorph on me and polymorph myself into an elf, would that work into scaring Hanyakusha?
You can't even
Well, can you deceive me into believing that you're an elf?
Yeah.
I mean,
Mind you that summoning quote unquote pixies is not actually summoning a real pixie. It's not the same as the fairy type pixies that are the playable race.
Kyoku could also probably attempt to teach you Elvish, Diva, as well.
I'm sure.
Oh, plotting against you. Just want to see me suffer.
Yeah, he could, yeah. I already have. I know
What would
quite a bit of a
probably work better for this situation would be alter self.
Mm.
Probably would. But we're not at that point right now. Hanyakusha, as you make your way to the combatants gate and everything like that, you see a lot of the familiar faces walking out. Some of them battered and bruised, but generally all in good jovial spirit. As you wait there, eventually you do see, kind of walking through the familiar halberd of Thorin Silverblade is coming out. As he walks on, isn't the worker? Isn't the worker for the day?
Oh, isn't it the great warrior himself? How are you?
I'm doing quite all right there, laddie. I must say, though.
For a second there, I thought she was going to have a terrible end. It's good to know you're all right.
Relevant in his challenging foe indeed, but he's still young and a little bit cocky and arrogant.
And we all know how these is?
Not to brag or anything, but the battle would have been different if I was allowed to use magic.
Oh?
And it's at this time that now that you're like not on duty or anything like that, you're just kind of like talking to him directly and having a conversation. You do notice that
Robot.
Good job.
Discord is fun, guys. It always is. Anyway.
Yes, it is.
Anyway, as you take thing, you actually do notice that engraved, that there is a necklace that was probably originally hidden underneath his armor that is now sitting on top of his armor, and it is the religious symbol for the Divine Six.
Hey, where you get one of those?
This from my time. I am in the Paladin Corps.
Oh. I guess they worship all the six, huh?
The pantheon of six is the guiding force of this world, and as such, to show respect to all is the same as showing respect to just the one. I choose to represent no in particular god or goddess individual, for they are all equal in my eye. I pray to. But it is true that others of faith follow one god and goddess over another. At the end of the day, they are all part of the same pantheon regardless. One greater than the other.
So you can say you're very knowledgeable about the six, then?
As far as religious texts are concerned, mind you. History has a fun way of changing the viewpoints of everything. For instance, if you look at some of the very early renditions of the gods and goddesses, they are vastly different than the current modern depiction of them. I suppose many have decided to design their appearance based on more standardized forms, make them more recognizable. Well, I'm sure you may have seen something. But enough about me. Let me ask you a question.
Sure, ask away. It's only fair.
There was a warrior of your capableness stuck performing just basic service duties.
I don't understand.
Do not be shy with me. I saw you were doing your work. Rather impressive, if I must say. Laboratory fighter.
Oh, it was simple butler traded. Anyone could do.
Make a deception check.
Fuck.
7.
Why did I lie? I just lied.
7. We're getting a 7. Are we?
Fuck you. We're getting a 22. I'm good at what I do.
So yeah.
Just rolls all his raft dice just to catch my...
as Theron kind of raises an eyebrow. Butler duty, I see. Be very humble in a situation is one thing. But do not mistake a flattery for do not mistake a flattery for compliments and recognition. They are two different things.
You can say that again. I learned that the hard way.
Indeed. Make a dexterity saving throw real fast.
Ah, God!
Is that it now?
23. I can't fail.
23. As you're having this conversation, the halberd he's holding, he lets go of the halberd and he's going and gives it a slight push towards you, and you just naturally just dodge out of the way, instinctively, right before or throw it and catches it with his foot and flings it back up to try and whack you again with it, but you dodge it effortlessly as well as he catches it. Butler training indeed.
Well, right, us butlers have to make sure to protect our masters.
I can assure you. I can assure you, if we would have met in the arena, it'd be a memorable fight indeed.
I doubt that quite rich. You have a lot of war and experience on your hand.
True. It looks like you have seen your fair share of scruffs as well. No. As he kind of
Maybe some things that I see I don't want to relive again.
Indeed. Well, I do hope you enjoyed today's festivities. But although I will be retiring for the evening.
Retiring?
For the evening.
For the evening.
Oh, thank God. Oh, don't scare me like that.
He's like, that was the last
That joke is only funny once.
Well, I'll be making my way towards Ilfar. It's been a long time since I've enjoyed. My battle with the friend has made me realize that it's been quite some time since I've been to the hill folk.
Hill folk?
Rings. They make a fine mead.
Oh, yeah.
They make a fine mead down there, as well as the otters, and Henry is fantastic. You ever find yourself there?
I see it.
Ever find yourself traveling to Hills Farm? Keep an eye out for me. I'll be there for a few months.
Who knows? Maybe you can teach me a thing or two while I'm there.
Perhaps. Until then, sir. Look at the Divine
So there.
Six watch over you. With that, he
And let the angels watch over you.
and as he chuckles at the reverse compliment, he heads off his way.
Did you say Hillstown?
No, the angels. So
No, I meant
I was trying to see if I could get a reaction out of him based off the old war. If I mentions the angel folk during the war.
the Asimar.
Asimar. Dang, I should have said Asimar. I didn't know what was the real word.
They were a real race of people.
I know, I just couldn't remember.
Nope.
Can we change it to the Asimar?
Tonight he's already walked away.
God damn it, Nita, you know why that's what I was trying to say.
No retconning for you.
No retcon, it's already done. As you're like, I should have said Asmar.
Did you say that? What was the town that he was heading to?
He's heading towards Hills.
And Hill folk.
Hillfolk, aka another term for halflings. They live in the hills.
Oh, I was just wondering if he said the town.
Yeah, Hills Far.
Hills Far?
I believe that's what I named it.
I like how Ethan's also questioning how they named it.
No, because
He's like, I made.
Oh, because I made this document a long time ago, and I'm finally actually getting to it in the campaign sessions for the first time in a very long time.
Well, to be fair, we're the first party that's gotten this far in your
You
story.
are the first group of players to get this far. That is not the map I need. I need